Have you ever wanted to write a song, but your writer's block was so bad that you go to Google and you search how to write a song, songwriting prompts, songwriting ideas, and can't find anything you like and get so frustrated that you just give up? Well, hi, I'm Allie. I am going to try to prevent that. These are 49 songwriting ideas. The fun thing about songwriting is that you can do it however you'd like. There's no rules to it, but sometimes having a prompt or boundaries in my writing really provides inspiration. So I want to be able to do that for you guys. Now I'm going to be focusing on lyricism more than melody. I'm not really going to touch on melody at all. If you need help finding a melody, I suggest playing 2 to 4 chords over and over again and humming along, seeing if you can find something. But I really want to help you guys write great stories for your songs. And if you need help with song structure, generally the simplest song structure is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. That's what a lot of most pop music follows. You can totally deviate. A lot of people, honestly at this point, most people do deviate, but if you need just a simple structure to follow along with, I would suggest doing that. But these are going to be 49 ideas that I have divided up into 3, technically 4 categories, but mainly 3. So I have it a little bit organized for you based off of what you want to write about. So the 3 categories of songwriting prompts I'm going to give to you today are based off of the perspective or the subject matter of what you're writing about. The first one is the personal perspective or subject matter. This is going to be stuff about your life coming from yourself. The second is a character perspective or subject matter. This is if you have a persona that you write from, or if you want to write about an already existing character or story. These are for you. The third category is a communal perspective or subject matter. This is going to be more about reflections on society. I'll get to that later on, but if you are looking to write something that is kind of inspirational or about the current times and not necessarily about the individual, then that's where you're going to want to look. So I have 16 in all those categories, and then I have the fourth one, which is just the random if you really don't connect with any of these. All right, let's get into it. I love talking about songwriting. This is so fun. Yippee! Personal subject matter and perspective. This is a really easy one for some people because you're just writing about your life, and for other people, this is a really hard one because being vulnerable is hard. I think that no matter what you write, you are being vulnerable. You're showing parts of yourself, but I think especially with writing about your own life, there's something so vulnerable about that because you can't hide behind a character and you can't hide behind a community. It's just you. Also from a psychological perspective, my necklace has been messed up this whole time. Oh my God. Also from a psychological perspective, I'm a psychology major, and I know that journaling is good for you, and this can be very therapeutic to just write about your own life. So get in touch with your emotions, and here are 16 prompts. Number 1, write about an emotion broadly, like grief or love, and detail how you experience it. Number 2, write about a specific instance when you felt an emotion strongly. Some strong emotions are grief, love, jealousy, envy, fear, anything that you felt really strongly. Write about that experience. Number 3, check in with yourself. Whatever emotion you're feeling right now, write about it. Especially if you're feeling stuck and that's your emotion is frustration and feeling stuck, there are a million ways you can write about that emotion and feeling. Honestly, that's the prompt I usually use when I'm in a slump. Number 4, write about a relationship with a close friend and how you feel about them. Number 5, write a song directed towards those who raised you. This could be parent, grandparent, teacher, caregiver of any kind. Anyone who you think raised you, had an impact on you in that way. Write a song to or about them. Write a song that is a message to someone that you never got to say. Write about a time when you were made to feel small or underestimated. Write about a situation where you felt out of place or where you were somewhere that maybe you shouldn't have been. Write a letter to your younger self. I think a lot of artists have done this, and this is a really therapeutic one, so I recommend doing this if you're in your feels. Write about a favorite childhood memory. Where is home for you? Is it a person, a place, a thing? Write about it. Number 12, what does beautiful mean to you? Alternatively, what does ugly mean to you? And what is beautiful and ugly? Like, what are some examples? Number 13, write about a routine you have. It's even better if it's mundane because then you can get into the nitty-gritty intricacies of the routine itself. Write about a goal you have and what makes you strive to succeed at that goal. You can also doing this by writing from the perspective of somebody who's already succeeded at this goal, or like the person that you want to become. Write about a decision you made that changed your life. This could be a small decision, this could be a big decision. Honestly, I think if it's a small one you didn't know would have an impact at the time, that's usually really interesting, I think. What do you wish people knew about you? It could be an event that happened to you, a secret hobby you have, just an explanation for the way you behave. Okay, so those are all the personal ones that I have for you. The second category is character or persona, perspective, or subject matter. This one's really fun because a lot of artists have a artist persona, and one example I can think of off the top of my head is like Chappell Roan. She has an artist persona and she's talked about that, where the artist is different from the person. It's like acting. If you are writing from the perspective of your artist persona, who's different from you in whatever way, or if you want to write from a character's perspective. One time I wrote a song about Elizabeth from Pride and Prejudice, like from her perspective. That was a fun one. If it's made up characters, book characters, movie characters, video game characters, TV show characters, whatever it is, if you want to write from their perspective, this is a really fun writing exercise. Number 1, write about a character's main ambition. It could be really fun to explore the moment that they decide that this is their ambition, like they know what drives them to succeed in this area or whatever it is. Number 2, what is their predominant emotion? Write about it. What's that character always feeling? Number 3, write about their love story or a specific moment in it. It's also really interesting to write about a character who maybe abhors romance and just has no desire for love, or just absolutely not interested, couldn't care less, because you can explore why that is. Number 4, write an internal monologue for a scene in the character's life. Just pick one, important, non-important, write about that scene. Number 5, write a song about the most important person to your character. Number 6, write about your character's biggest fear. Number 7, if they have superpowers, what are they a metaphor for? A lot of the time, a superpower is just a metaphor for a strength or a weakness. So, number 8, how does your character think about themselves? Do they think of themselves in a positive light, in a negative light? How do they talk to themselves? Number 9, write about where the character goes for comfort. Is that a person, a place? Number 10, write about a small quirk or behavior that your character has and reveals a larger part of their identity. This one's fun. Like if you have a character that's like just always playing with her hair, like why does she do that? Is she anxious? Like you can write about that. And you can make that quirk into a metaphor, because usually it is. Number 11, write a song for the media that you are writing about. So like if I wanted to write a song for, I don't know, Totoro, like I'd write a song for the movie Totoro as if it was for the score. You can try doing that. I don't know why I chose Totoro. I guess I want to watch Totoro. Number 12, write a song you think your character would love to listen to. Number 13, write about what gives your character hope. Number 14, write about your character's house, literally where they live, if they live somewhere. Like what does their apartment look like? What does their, I don't know, fairy house, if you're writing about a fairy. Just how would they decorate their space? Number 15, write about your character's childhood. And number 16, write about your character existing here in the modern world in your situation. What would they do? The last big category is community, subject, or perspective. And I think this one's really important right now. I think it's always important. Like all art is to be used both for fun and enjoyment and also as a reflection of the times and a political, I don't want to say tool, a reflection of politics as well, and used to connect communities together. Right now we're seeing a resurgence of the popularity of folk music, which as we know usually happens when times are hard, and it's really beautiful, but we're seeing a surge in music that's about bringing us together and critiquing those in power, and I think that's really important. So when I'm saying the community perspective, I mean writing about what you think is best for the community, critiquing communities, like it's all societal level stuff. I think it's a great time to be a musician, and it's a great time to use your voice. I just want to say thank you to all of the people who are writing about the current state of politics and society in America right now and putting that into song. Number one, it's a brave thing to do. And number two, it's an important thing to do because people are listening. So yeah, thank you to the artists out there who are doing the community perspective right now. The last thing I'll say before we get into the 16 points is that it's really important to understand your positionality when writing a community perspective, community subject matter song. Know who you are, where you are, like what is your societal positioning right now. Just, be smart about it, be thoughtful about it. Okay, number one, what does the world need to hear right now? Number two, write to a community that you think needs to hear your message. Number three, write about a current event. Number four, what do the people in power need to hear right now? Who are they? What are they doing? What do they need to hear? Number five, write about the purpose of hope. This could be philosophies on optimism, pessimism, different political philosophies as well. What is the role of hope? Number six, write about an issue you feel personally conflicted about. Number seven, write about the role of the individual in society. What is the individual responsibilities? What should the individual contribute? Number eight, write about your positionality and how that affects how you view the world. Being part of communities, how does that affect how you view the world? Number nine, do good and bad exist? And what are some examples? Number 10, write about a historical event that parallels events of today. Number 11, write about individuality versus conformity. Where are those beneficial? Where are they detrimental? Number 12, write from the perspective of a personified movement, idea, or cause. Number 13, write about what you personally wish would happen in the world. What does your ideal future look like? Number 14, write about a person you think completely altered society. Number 15, pick an emotion and challenge yourself to make the listener feel that emotion. So don't just write about the emotion, write to make the listener feel. I think that's the most powerful thing about music is that you can be in an arena filled with people, and if you're all listening to the same song, you can all have different experiences, but be united under the common feeling that this song brings. So that's my little spiel, by the way. But yeah. And 16, write about a current event or situation, but put it in a historical time. So kind of the opposite of one of the ones I said before. Okay, and lastly, if you really don't like any of those prompts, there are two other things you can try. This is my random category. Number one, pick random words. This could be through a random word generator. You can close your eyes and just be like, the first three things I look at are going to be words I need to incorporate into the song. And sometimes that can be really inspirational. I think Renee Rapp talked about having done this for one of her songs and it was like effective. Jensen McCrae, I think, also talked about this. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, random word generators, looking around, picking adjective, verb, noun, and adverb and just being like, those are, I need to use one of each, like literally random words to be the lyrics. And lastly, stream of consciousness writing. A lot of writers just in general use this as a warm-up exercise before they start writing. You just sit down and you write whatever comes to your head. Sometimes the best ideas come out of that. So don't think about structure, don't think about anything limiting, just start writing. All right, that is all I have for you. Hopefully those 49 ideas, one of them will work for you. I tried to include ones that are somewhat more obvious and then some that are less obvious. And I don't know, I came up with all of these myself. So do with that information what you will. I'm sure many, many people have thought of almost all of these. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like this content, or if you want to hear some of my original music or just covers, and I will catch you all later. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye! 'Cause there's never been someone quite like you flow